Okay guys, so this is my wig head. Well, I can't turn around like that. There she is. Underneath her I have this plastic that I got from my hair dryer. I didn't really want to use shower cap because I think the shower cap's thinner, and then when you need to take the cap off of the plastic, it may tear apart. This cap that I'm using is this stocking cap here, and it is $1.99, and it came with two, so I just doubled them up here. Now what I'm going to do next is I'm going to glue all around the perimeter just to keep these two together and intact. And then I'm going to blow dry it so it's
So I have already glued the back.
You see, I already glued it down. So now I'm going to do the front. So all I do is lift up the first cap, wherever it is. Just lift it a little bit up. Just exposing right here. See that up better? And I just take the glue now and I just run it across. This glue is like on its last leg. So just take it, run it across like that. Now, I use glue because it's faster. You can sew it, but honestly, I don't have time for that. So, I just do this. And then we're just going to slowly take this and put it over the glue. Right? So, just catch it there, and the other side, over like that. And then we're just going to take our dryer again, and we're going to dry it. So whatever side you see on the second weft coming down, that's the weft that you're going to keep facing down on the wig. You don't want to have it this way and then have this exposed. You want to have it covered. So you're going to take the weft now, and you're going to measure. I do not do my... I never glue the wefts on at the very bottom, because when you're putting it on and you want to pull down, you don't want to be pulling on the hair. So I like to just bring it up maybe like an inch or so above the actual cap, so that when I am putting it on, I can hold onto the cap and slide it down, as opposed to holding onto the hair and pulling on it, and then all the hair comes out. So the next part is just fairly easy. You're just going to pretty much measure, and you can measure from ear to ear, like that, and then you are going to cut it off. So I've cut the weft off right now, and I am going to glue. And I just got glue on my hands. Okay, so now you're going to glue onto the side that I was just telling you, where you would see if you wanted to split it. Like I said, I have another bottle of glue, but I just want to use this one out before I start on that one. But you know what? If this really starts annoying me, I'm just going to have to... See, you know what? I'm going to have to get the other bottle of glue, because now it's putting out a little bit too much glue, and I do not want the glue getting onto the actual hair, because then that's going to be disgusting. So once I'm done this one, I'm going to probably get the other glue. Now before you glue on, so I have the glue on right now, and it should be thinner than that, but this glue bottle is just a piece of crap. So now I have that on. Before you do glue it onto the cap, you're just going to give it a little blow dry so it gets a little bit tacky, so when it does stick on the cap, it sticks on well. Okay, so now it's tacky enough. I'm just going to simply put this on from ear to ear and hold that down. Just press down on it a little bit. And then I'm going to take my dryer now and go back over it. Okay, so the weft is glued on. If you want your weft to be extra secure, you can also use this product here, which is called Don't Mind My Disgusting Nails. It's called Pump It Up Styling Spritz Super Hold. I only use this product for the purposes of adding extra holds to my, so I'm here now, I'm going to keep going up. This is what's left of the first pack. Not a lot, as you can see. I was doing them initially close together, but I realized that I don't need to be doing that for the simple fact that A, I only have 2.5 packs, and then B, this hair seems thin, but when you start separating them to give it like more body and stuff like that, it's going to get really full. And I don't want to look too big. I want it to be like a nice big. So I'm doing them probably this much apart now. And I will continue until I get to the top. So I simply just place this above the weft on an angle so that the hair is kind of in this direction. If I do it like this, all the hair is going to come directly in your face. So I do it on an angle, and I will continue going up until it is a smaller piece. And I cut each piece as I'm going. I don't cut a whole bunch and add, because as you can see, when you get higher you might get smaller, so the pieces may not always fit. So I cut each piece separately and then I go up. So once I am done this side and I start this side, I will come back. Okay, so I kind of forgot to come back and record going up the actual cap. I'm just going to set it here. So I already started on this side, and this side is completed. So I'm just going along, and I just have a little space here. So by the time I get here, the cap should be pretty much like that. And that is where I will place the closure, and I will glue down the closure. Okay, so now I have this little piece that I'm going to use for the closure. Now I'm going to split this so it isn't so thick when I try to roll it together with the glue. It's not too bulky. So I'm going to take a razor. If you're not very steady-handed and you don't know how to use this, I'd advise you not to use this. If you are not old enough to use this, please do not use this because you can cut yourself. So basically, there is, like I was saying earlier, there is a second weft attached along here. So what I am going to do is just go from the end right here, and I'll just take the razor and I'll just kind of slightly pull at it until it separates. So then it separates like this. Then I'm just going to turn it on the other side because it's easier for me so I don't cut myself. I want to show you guys, but at the same time, I want my fingers when I'm done, so I'm just going to do like this. Now, as I'm cutting it, I don't have to cut, you know, too hard because this is very sharp. So I just hold it and cut across. See, and it just keeps separating more. Okay, and I think this is good enough, so I'm just going to finish it there. So now I have 2 pieces of hair opposed to 1, and they're thinner, so it'll be easier to make the closure. Yes. Okay, so I have used the dryer and I've pretty much dried it enough, not fully dry, but so that it is tacky, because I will now roll it into a ball. So it should be pretty dried because I did dry it before rolling it, and so I am drying it again. Now, I can't remember if this hair is human hair or synthetic, so I'm going to have to test try on a piece of hair and see how that goes. So here's a piece of hair that I have. I'm not using it, it's just a piece that I cut and I never used, and I'm just going to use my flat iron and test it, because I threw away all the packages because I hate seeing garbage in my room. I threw it in the chute and I don't remember if it's human hair, so that was pretty dumb of me. So don't make that mistake when you're doing it too. So I'm going to take my flat iron and I'm just going to test a little bit. If it starts sizzling and crisping, I know it's not human hair. Okay, so this can be used on flat iron. As you can see, the curls have loosened out. So it's not going to fry and it's not going to crisp. And then you have your closure. And so this is the front. You're not going to really see how it looks until I actually put it on and show you. So once I put it on and I decide whether or not I want to, you know, cut some layers into it, or if I just want to leave it the same, I will definitely take pictures and I will post them at the end of this video. I hope you liked it. I hope it's helpful and useful. It's an easy, quick way to make a nice little quick weave. I know sometimes the hair stores, their wigs look like a hot mess and they just look plasticky and gross. So at least when you have this, you have a little bit more control of how much hair you wanted it, if you want it bigger, if you don't want it so big. And I'll see you guys later. Bye. Peace and love. Bye.